promotes the digital learning strategy.
Oh.
So this is just a portable device for our immersive virtual reality experience. And inside there is my mobile phone.
Right, guys, we're keeping on talking about construction management at UNISA here at Doing Life Abroad with Options. This is episode 3. Hope you've seen the other 2. There's lots of information there for you to get a better understanding about, studying construction management at UNISA and obviously life abroad in Australia. And we're joined here by our lovely representatives from UNISA. So I'll just let them reintroduce themselves again.
Thank you. I'm Debbie Frisbee and I'm the Program Director for the Construction Management Programs.
Fantastic. And I'm Jackson. I am Manager of International Business Development at UNISA.
Okay, cool. So literally, we are getting into internships and industry placements. Did you know that if you studied at UNISA and took on the construction management course, you have the opportunity to do internships and work placements whilst you're studying your course? You don't even have to wait until the very end of your course to get some industry experience. And Debbie is going to tell us a little bit about the internship programs that are available to students that she teaches actually for her construction management course.
Yeah, so what our industry really want is an ability to have students who can hit the ground running or are job ready. So the ability to work within the industry whilst you're studying contributes to that. It also gives you an opportunity to apply what you've learnt in the classroom one day in your job placement the next day. Tasks you've carried out at work one day, you'll hear about in the classroom the next day, and you'll make these amazing connections. So that placement and internship is really valuable for you as a student, and as I say, valuable for industry as well.
Right. And one of the other things you were talking to me about is some of the digital tools and equipment that they get to work with or study with at UNISA, that they can also, once they get a job, they're very quick to understand what are some of the equipment that you'd be using on a construction job, or if you're managing a project. And one of the cool ones that I did get to see, Jackson, show us. Yes. Right. Yeah, so what is this exactly?
So construction is an incredibly innovative industry, and of course we're all living in a digital age. So we promote the program as being Industry 4.0, or
what?
Highly innovative technology.
Type?
So immersive virtual reality is one of the tools that we use threaded throughout the program that promotes the digital learning strategy.
Oh.
And so this is just a portable device for our immersive virtual reality experience. And inside there is my mobile phone. I've called up an app, and Layla's inside a framed dwelling, and she's placing trusses from a stack of trusses onto the roof of the house. And if she's doing it right, the trusses won't collapse inside the house or outside the house. And if she puts the larger truss on first, then the second one will fit in place. Right. But that's a little bit of an example of immersive virtual reality, which we thread throughout a number of courses in the program.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is absolutely cool. I think that you guys are going to have to leave me with this. Might build me a little house.
So that's a portable version, and we have more technologically advanced headsets, more technologically appropriate headsets that talk straight to the app rather than through a mobile phone where the images are much better.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing, because I can imagine that throughout the construction process of a project, there's so many equipment and so many other things that you'd need to be conversant with for you to be job ready. And I think that if the students are able to have access to that as they study, I mean, there are no surprises there when you start a good job in Australia or in any other part of the world, and certainly here in Kenya. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So what are some of the internship placements that are availed by UNISA to students whilst they study?
Thanks. Yes, so we have relationships with industry who are keen to support our students throughout their studies. So they'll offer cash incentives as well as paid placements for students at different levels. So different construction firms who come in at different levels. The tier 1 are the construction companies that build our complex multi-stories, and we also have internships from our residential builders. We have internships from companies that don't do construction of buildings but are more involved in water infrastructure. So there are a number of scholarships there. And apart from those cash prizes plus paid placements, we connect students with industry at all levels throughout the course, even from orientation, to be able to pick up those placements.
Oh, that's awesome. I think, Jackson, you were mentioning to us that there is an options student who is already being headhunted while she's doing her master's.
That's correct.
And she was, I think, in the construction space or project management studies. And maybe can you tell us a little bit about that for those of you who missed that out?
Missed out on that. Yeah. So I mean, essentially, we do have a student from Kenya, from options, in fact. So one of your seniors, if you're thinking about studying in UNISA, and she does come from a construction background. She's come into our master, which is more of a master of project management because she wanted to broaden her skills a bit. But she's active on LinkedIn, and she literally has been headhunted by 2 different construction firms in Adelaide, and it's just beautiful to have that kind of like. The choice is hers. She needs to. She's probably going to look to study first and maybe pick that up later. But just to have that that on the table.
I mean, a bright future ahead as well for her, and that could be you sitting at home watching this, and as soon as you join UNISA, probably will have a couple of companies, even local companies, that are doing some projects around Adelaide. That could be headhunting you or booking you. I know you mentioned that you have so many companies that are coming to you trying to book students ahead of even their second year before they're even done with their studies at all.
We're having to tell employers they'll have to line up for our students.
Oh, well, that must be nice. That must be nice. So what are some of the experiences, that contribute to the career development and the industry connections that, students can expect when they come and study at UNISA for construction management?
Okay. Before we even get to those continuing placements, we manage students to go on site visits. We're invited on site by our industry partners, so they can go for a couple of hours and having a look around the construction sites at different levels and different types of development, as well as civil infrastructure developments, as well as construction.
Right. Oh, that's absolutely amazing. And I know we talked about BOSS yesterday and how that's one of the clubs that's available and one of the most organized ones, according to Jackson, at UNISA, where, they get an opportunity to meet people in the industry, make connection, exchange business cards, and thereafter, once you're done with your studies, you're able to have opportunities to form connections, maybe even get a mentor in the field. I know Debbie, you're also there during the BOSS events as well, and this could be a good opportunity, I guess, for industry connection for students who then choose to study construction in management.
That's right.
You guys.
So BOSS also run some training events that the university don't run. So they will connect students up with industry that offer health, safety and welfare training, so occupational health training. We call that the white card in Australia. It gives you permission to enter a construction site. It's an induction course.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So BOSS help us organise students into that.
Right, that's not even part of UNISA. So when you get to UNISA, I'd recommend you join BOSS. Yeah, because there's some added opportunities there, yeah?
Absolutely.
Some certifications that then would be useful for industry, right?
Right, and get your LinkedIn looking beautiful.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's it for episode 3. That was actually very short and sweet. But I hope we've packed in enough information for you to expect some internships and career opportunities as you study at UNISA. And I hope you'll join us for the next episode. Bye.